Today, our champion Tom Surette of North Billerica faces the challenge of Jim Grzych of Thompson, Connecticut on Candlepin bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and I guess almost everybody knows by now that this program is on videotape. We do our taping right here at Sammy White's Brighton Bowl, and we often do the taping several weeks before you actually see the telecast. It's always 3 strings of Candlepin bowling, however, and it is total pinfall which will determine our winner. He will be rewarded with a handsome marble-based trophy from the Ace Trophy Company of Boston. The runner-up receives a smaller but otherwise identical version to indicate he was a participant on our show. We have guaranteed prize money of $1,150. $700 goes to the winner, $300 goes to the runner-up, $50 is available to the winner of each string, and obviously, should they tie, they would split it at $25 apiece. There's an extra $100 for a 400 series. This certificate I have in my hand is from True Value Hardware Stores. It's worth $50, and it goes to our marksman of the day, the bowler who will have the most marks. All right, enough of that. I'll tell you more as the show progresses. Right now, let's meet today's bowler, shall we? You're the newcomer, Jim, and you're from Thompson, Connecticut. How long have you been trying to get on our show?
8 years.
In a few roll-offs at that time,
Yes.
huh? And how about the roll-off where you were in? Probably about, what, 60 or 70 guys involved?
I'd say maybe about 40. They had 2 shifts.
I see. And then you had to sweat it out after you had the first, had the best score in the first one, huh?
Yes.
You're Thompson, Connecticut. Does that mean that you're a race car driver?
No, I go into drags up in New England.
Oh, do you?
In New Hampshire.
Do you like to watch the races down there?
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen, this is your first time on. We want you to feel nice and comfortable. See how relaxed this guy is over here, Tom Surette, huh?
Yeah, really relaxed.
And there's a special day for you, too, because your son, Jeffrey, as we are taping this, is exactly how old today?
3 years old.
And you told me that legitimately he has bowled a what?
63.
Isn't that amazing? So he's a true member of the Surette bowling family then, huh?
Yeah, he's been bowling for about a year.
How about that? Okay, you guys get tangled in about 1 minute after we pause for this. Good luck.
Thank you.
Candlepin Bowling is sponsored in part by your neighborhood True Value Hardware Store.
Now making his first appearance on our show, today's challenger, Jim Grzych from Thompson, Connecticut. Jim has a league average of 118. That was the first ball rolled, and I'm sure that he's happy to have it out of the way. There's always a degree of apprehension and also uncertainty as one is on for the first time. No matter how often one may have watched the program. His statistics are league average 118, high single 182, high triple 408, and the roll-off, which we discussed when I was talking with him, he won with a 678. He is single and works for the Bates Shoe Company. He's got the diamond with a little bit of wood, so who knows? Nope, diamond wins again. Jim is representing the Mohegan Bowlodrome. And he has a 10. Now our defending champion, Tom Surette. Tom won a couple of weeks ago against Owen Martin. Then defeated Jack Saniuk in a roll-off. Actually, it was they tied at 340 each, and then they had the 2-box roll-off for Tom to win. His league average is 123, high single 192, high triple 464. He had a 663 in winning his roll-off. And as most of you know, his brother Peter was on earlier this year and rolled a 414. So he is right now 3rd seed for our championship show, True Value Hardware Championship show, late this coming summer with a $10,000 first prize. And, of course, Tom would like nothing better than to also get in, be one of the top 5 bowlers. Nope. I have to apologize for inadvertently making Tom appear to be older, or either that or a child phenomenon, because in the statistics which were given me for his first appearance on our show, there was a 10-year mistake written down. And I indicated that his first appearance was in 1972, and it actually was in 1982. He's only about 26 years old now, so obviously that means that he would have been too young to qualify. Nice shot. Pretty shot by Jim Grzych. All right, the first mark in the match goes to our challenger. That's the way to do it. Strike on spare. Tom Surette has himself a spare leave in the 5 and the 9. Made it. Our high-low jackpot, 1/7-10, is worth $475. The winner will have first try at it. If he fails to hit it, then the runner-up, well, actually, the runner-up will get an opportunity anyway, but if neither hits it, then we add $25. Do that till somebody walks away with whatever has accumulated and start all over again at $50. Our home viewing jackpot had been hit last week, so it has begun at $50. $9. And we'll take our first check on the scoreboard here in the first string. See what it looks like. There it is at the end of 4. Our challenger, Jim Grzych of Thompson, Connecticut, is at 48 with 2 bonus balls to roll. Defending champion Tom Surette of North Billerica, 44. Here's our challenger, Jim Grzych, and he's hoping for $50 in bonus money because, as you know, 3 marks in a row, any combination of strikes or spares in the same string is worth $50 in bonus money. There is the first bonus ball on the strike. He gets 5, and he has the 4 horsemen right side, plus the 8-pin, but Wood in a favorable spot behind the 1 and 3. Oh, too bad he didn't get the 1. So that cost him $50. And it's a 9. Not an easy one because of the 7 all alone over on the left. On the right, the 3, 6, 10. He took those 3 out very nicely, but the 7 is still there. A 10. All right, here is Tom Surette. So far, our defending champion has had 1 mark, a spare in the 3rd with a 7 for a fill. Four horsemen left side. Nope, 7 still there. Five and 7 left. Jim Grzych. Nine. Still no bonus money, and perhaps the first we will give away will be to the winner of the string. As you know, it's Jim Grzycz's first time on the show, and when we were talking before we got underway, as I was trying to make him familiar with what the setup here is and try to make him feel as comfortable as possible, I asked him if he had participated in many roll-offs, and he said many, many, many. And of course, Tom Surette also did. And we got to thinking again about just how difficult it is to get on this show. As you know, when a bowler does get on, and after he's been defeated, he cannot reappear until we start a new season, which is after our championship show. But trying to get on, the hand for Ralph Stewart. First of all, the bowler enters a roll-off in his own lane, and then the top 3 from his lane join with as many as, well, there might be 16 or 20 lanes involved, and 3 bowlers from each will go in the roll-off. So as I say, you may have anywhere from 48 to 60 or so bowlers who are competing, and only one, the one with the highest roll-off score, is the one who will come on to represent the area. So it is very difficult to get on the show. And 2 in a row now for Tom Surette. Final 2 in the first string for our challenger, Jim Grzych. Spread eagle, so easy, right? When you're not, when you're trying for something else. And yet we've gone for about 35 weeks on our Friday nights trying to get somebody to purposely do that. And the jackpot keeps building. An 8. Jim's league average 118, so he needs a mark. Janie Cartier keeping score on that big scoreboard today. It's Scott Philbrick working beside me. There's an opportunity now for a spare, a 4-pin with wood. Ralph Stewart, a lob line judge and referee in his accustomed spot, and that sweater he's wearing has the Stewart tartan there, right in the corner. Spare. I should say Stewart coat of arms, not tartan. That's that little symbol that he has up on the left side of his sweater. Okay, here's a bonus ball for Jim Grzych, and he gets 7 more. So 119, and his league average is 118, so that has to make him feel not ecstatic, but certainly happy that he has exceeded his average under the conditions of being a first-time performer under the lights and on television. All right, 6, and the diamond is what Tom Surette's going to have to make if he's going to pick up $50 in bonus money. Oh, so close, but again, the diamond wins. All right at the moment now, we are either going to split this at $25 apiece if Tom Surette gets a 10. If he gets a mark, then he needs 1 pin in order to win the string. It's going to be difficult to make a spare out of it, but he could make his 10. All right, 1 more pin now for $25. That's it. They tie at $25 apiece. So the score at the end of 1. Challenger Jim Grzych of Thompson, Connecticut, and defending champion Tom Surette of North Billerica tied at 119. It's the middle string. That means our defending champion leads it off. He's Tom Surette. Oh, look at that split. 4 and 10. Ah. Great try. Great try. Nine. There, the 5 fell. He was happy about that, and he has the 6 and 10 to work on for a spare. Made it. So he's on the board. Now Jim Grzych. Well, he wasn't happy to see that kind of a split. 2 and 4 on the left, and the 6 pin alone over on the right. Well, he was trying to brush it. You know what he was trying to do. I don't have to tell you. He was trying to kick that 2 pin over to get the 6 by just brushing it. Now he has a spare lead. Two and 7. Too bad he missed the 2. 9 box. Tom Surette. He's left with a diamond, which he's not too happy about. He gets 6 for a drop. He knew instantly that he was not going to hit the object pin that time, which would be the 3. So it's a 9. Boy, if those diamonds were real, he'd be rich. He's had enough of them. And a 9. Now Jim Grzych. Oh, look at that. He winds up with a 9 and 10. Now a piece of wood rolling to, well, it's to the left of the 9. He'll no doubt see if he can get both of them by kind of sliding off that piece of wood. But it just didn't work. And he seemed rather surprised, as you saw, as he turned around. He kind of expected to get at least the 9. So it's a 9 box. Oh, for a moment, it appeared as if it was going to be a strike. He has 9 pin to pick up for a spare. Piece of wood resting against it. And yes, there it is. Our bowlers were tied at 119 at the end of 1, so we'll take a check on the scoreboard right now and see where we are. It's Tom Surette, our defending champion, 43, and our challenger, Jim Grzych, 37 with a bonus ball to roll. Tom Surette, our defending champion, on the line. Oh, beautiful. 7-10 split, huh? With wood. All right, he's got a piece of wood that is kind of perpendicular towards the 7. That's the one he's going to try to slide across to get the 10. Well, he gets a 7. Yes, he did it. All right. Wood made it go. The wood was in perfect position. Nope, no strike. 8 pin still there. Now the wood rolling up against it. Didn't hit it hard enough. He waited, which he has a right to do. All right, 2 in a row. And 3 marks in a row. Any combination of strikes or spares in the same string establishes a bonus of $50. Then every strike or spare after that is worth $50 apiece, except in the instance where, well, that they would be worth $50 apiece. But if there are 3 strikes in a row, then there is an additional bonus of $1,000. 6 is the fill. Jim Grzych goes for the 1-3 and misses the 1. So he still has a problem. 1 and 7. Pretty shot. Oh, that was a very pretty way of making that. But it was for a 10, not for a spare. There's a lovely split, isn't it, huh? 4-7, 6-10. An 8. Don Riley is our statistician. Joanne Panto is our secretary. And the boss man, of course, is Commander Phil Rubin, our producer-director. Big hit, and there's $50 in bonus money for Tom Surette. Three marks in a row, $50 in bonus money. First bonus ball. Ooh, so close. We always love to see those 2 strikes in a row up there and then wait for that third one. The 5-pin. Oh, he knew it. He turned around. That cost him $50. So it's a 10. Now Jim Grzych. I always mention at the beginning of the show that we sometimes tape several weeks before you actually see the telecast. And that also means in many instances that the mail I get when you actually hear me acknowledge it, it has been a long time since you wrote it. But anyway, that is just in way of explaining that it's been a long time since this very nice letter came in from Mildred Pease in Springfield. And we appreciate the nice words she says about watching our show and taking the phone off the hook so that nobody could disturb her at 12 noon. And also the nice words she had to say about our handsome couple next door to me here, Marion and Arthur, whom we have introduced in the past. They are, and explained that they are not married, but they are here always, and I'm happy that Mildred finds them so attractive and looks for them, and Marion appreciates the fact that you said some prayers for her when she wasn't here. I don't think she was sick. She just skipped. Okay. Tom Surette. There's a break, and he has a spare lead. 3 and 6. Ooh! That's a 9. 120. Four horsemen on the right side, plus the 7 and 8, and wood against the 7. The 8-pin is the tougher one, although he's got some wood in the back of the 3-pin that might help. Hey, it went. All right. Pretty shot. And it's 7 more. With that one little miss he had in the 8th box, he would have had himself a pretty good little string of bonus money, probably, if he'd kept it going. Here's Jim Grzych. Jim gets a tough split. Object pin becomes the 2. He's got the 2 and 4 over on the left, 6 and 10 on the right, and some wood. Boy, he made a nice try at it. $10.90. 4 horsemen right side to convert for a spare. Oh, too bad. He did hit the head pin, but just a little too full. So give another $50 to Tom Surette for winning the middle string. 99 for Jim Grzych. Opposite a 137 for Tom Surette, and they had been tied at 119 each at the end of the first. So with those totals, the score at the end of 2 is defending champion Tom Surette from North Billerica, 256, and challenger Jim Grzych of Thompson, Connecticut, 218. Here's Jim Grzych now, our challenger, leading off in the 3rd string. A little too far to the left, obviously. And he converts it into a spare. George LeCoyer will be our challenger next week. He is from Chicopee. Oh, look at that. 1 pin. And as I've pointed out so many times, that's one of the most frustrating things but fascinating things about this game of candlepin bowling is that you can just miss the head pin by an inch and take out only 1 pin. It is indeed a game of skill. How about that? He just made the diamond. Tom Surette. Seven. Tom is very hard on himself when he does not hit what he intends, and he knows instantly as soon as he releases the ball whether or not he's going to do it. Here's a very different diamond. This one is made up of the 1. Let's see, what have we got here? 1, 2, 3, and 5, and he made it. Bonus. 7. Chance for another. Oh, yes, very nice. Very pretty spare. So spares in 3 of 4 boxes in the 3rd string for our challenger. And for Tom Surette, he has a spare and an 8. And an excellent chance for another spare as a single pin to pick up. He does get distressed with himself when he misses those. Maybe it's a good thing we can't hear what he's saying to himself. I'm not sure. He sure does look unhappy with himself. Boy, I feel like we're in Amsterdam today with all the diamonds. All right, made it. Two. What a shame. He's had a 1 and a 2 as a fill. That close, 1 pin away from $50 in bonus money. And another, and how many more? 3, 6, and 7 with 3 pieces of wood scattered around that look as if they would be helpful. Nope, the 7 didn't go. Nine. Tom Surette, our defending champion. Bonus ball. There it is, a strike on the spare. Time call by Ralph Stewart momentarily as he gets a loose pin.
Attaboy, Ralph.
And our regulars give him his applause. He eats that up, you know. Okay. We went to the left side with that one. Yes! $50 in bonus money. 175. What Tom wants, of course, very much to do is to emulate his brother Peter and roll over 400 and get himself into our championship show, where the top 5 bowlers since the last championship show, that is what I say, the top 5, the bowlers who have had the highest 3-string total in any of our matches will go for $20,000 in prize money. Time call by Ralph. Wants to take a look at this piece of wood. Okay, he said it is behind the deadwood line, therefore it will remain there. Nope. And speaking of that deadwood, we've had many, many, many letters about the Boston pins where the deadwood was removed. We appreciate all of you who took the time to write, and obviously we just could not acknowledge them all. But we appreciate your taking the time and your interest. Nine. All right. Tom Surette, our defending champion, has 3 marks in a row, which means that he's still alive for bonus money right now. Ooh. Let's see what's going to happen here. Is he going to hit it hard enough? Yes. And another. How about that? A slow motion strike. A lot of luck involved, but he'll take it. You bet your life he will. 225 in bonus money. Almost a spread eagle. 7 is the fill. 111 and one more here is 8, 119. He needs a 144 for a 400. Jim Powers is at 401 and he is at the moment the most vulnerable. Actually, Owen Martin is the alternate at 399. Jim Grzych for his final 2. And no, didn't get it. Too bad. It was there, too. A 10. Right now, our top seed is Fred Spintig. 447, that's for our championship show. Danny Murphy, second spot, 438. Tom Surette's brother, Peter, 414. Paul Berger, 407. Jim Powers, 401. And Owen Martin, 399 as alternate. That's the 3 and the 7 with wood in between. 3 pieces of wood in between. Let's see if he can do something with this. Oh, no. Too bad. $105. So another $50 for Tom Surette for winning, but what he's looking for right now is, down goes the 7. He needs the 10. He wants at least a 144 for a 400. He has won the string, so he's up to 275. And he makes the spare. That puts him at 129. Remember, it's 144 he wants for a 400. 145 would tie him with Jim Powers. 146 put him ahead of him. No, it's diamond he has to work on, and the fill was 6. All right, now he needs these 3 pins for a 400. These 3 pins would give him a 400. Can he get them? No, he misses by 1, 399. So that's the same as Owen Martin had back a few weeks ago. How about that? 1 pin away from an extra bonus of $100. You can just imagine what he's thinking as he looks up at that board. All right, we're going to go for a high-low jackpot, and that high-low jackpot is up to $425, and we'll be doing that right after I give you the final score. Tom Surette, 399, Jim Grzych, 323. We had a winner last week in our Candlepin jackpot, and so we have started all over again at $50. That makes it a little bit easier for somebody to win, I suppose, because there are fewer cards in there. Certainly makes it easier for me to draw one out, I know that. Again, what I'm asking, and I'll just say it as quickly as possible, we're asking people to send in on a card, and only on a card, what they think the total pinfall would be on a day that they hope that their card would be chosen. And we'll give you 10 either side. For example, today it's 722, so if I draw a card that's anywhere between 712 and 732, that person will win the $50. But, regardless, even if they're nowhere near that, when I bring that card out today, that person will receive these prizes.
Kangaroos, high-performance athletic shoes designed for the utmost comfort. Kangaroos, the first choice in athletic shoes. And you'll fill your reel with premium quality Stren fishing line. Strong, easy handling, smooth casting. Great fishing starts with Stren. And an Acromill 16-inch toolbox. Offers premium capacity in a medium-sized box. Constructed to carry up to 60 pounds of tools. Acromill toolbox to help out with all home improvements.
Okay, I've got to answer. Somebody asked me, too, another thing. They said, when you're doing that stuff and drawing the cards out, do you do that at the same time you do the show, or do you do it later at a different taping? No, it's exactly the same time. The show has just ended, all right? So, as usual, I think last week I went to the left, so let's go over to the right here somewhere, shall we? And see if we can find a winner here. Anywhere between 712 and 732. This one comes from Joyce Lebecki of Fall River. And her guess, let's see, the total is 722, and her guess is 721. How about that? Yeah, $50 she has won. $475, Tommy, if you can knock down the 710. Okay, George, that wouldn't be bad to take home to Thompson. No, it didn't work. Okay, will you stay up here, George, and let's have Tommy come up also. I got to find out how much money you guys made. Unfortunately, George didn't make an awful lot, did you, huh? Come on over here and talk to me just a little bit. You split the first string by rolling a 119, and that gives you $25. And time and again, I say you're getting close to putting three together for money. But I'm sure that one of the most important things is you made your first appearance on the show, and it turned out to be fairly painless, right?
Yeah, it did.
See, now you're a veteran. No problem at all. You're just doing another roll-off and win that one.
Back, I'll be more relaxed.
That's right. That's what we expect. Okay, we're going to give you a permanent souvenir anyway you can put up on the shelf, which will indicate that you were a participant in our show, okay? Congratulations to you. And Tommy, you made all the money today. Hey, listen, if all those diamonds you saw were real, you'd be very rich, right?
Yeah.
I said that.